Crocker.
Hi, everybody. It is Michelle Redman as your host for Rocking
Off Your Rocker
with Cooking with Betty Crocker. As me as your host, Michelle Redman.
My boyfriend.
My boyfriend, Andy. He is joining me tonight. I'm at his house. If you missed the last one, it was also here. We just ate a whole bunch of the guacamole, and it was so good. We did.
We did guacamole.
We guacamoled it. It was delicious. And tonight, the last video of tonight is the lobster fondue dip. Never made this. I had to do a lot of improvising, and you'll see as I go. So let's get to it. Okay. Just like every other episode, I will show you guys what you will need in case you do not have this book. If you do, 1969 Betty Crocker cookbook, you will need 2 tablespoons of butter or margarine. Just get the butter. Just get the butter. 2 cups shredded sharp processed American cheese, about 8 ounces. I've never bought Velveeta in my whole life, but I did tonight. Or another brand. There could be. I don't know.
I didn't see any.
Okay, we didn't see any. Tabasco, so 2 drops of Tabasco, 1/3 cup of dry white wine, and 1 can of 5 ounces of lobster drained, broken into small pieces. Couldn't find that, so you'll see I'm using shrimp. All right, that is it. At the top, it says, serve this hot cheese dip in a glowing chafing dish and offer crisp cracker dippers. So I Googled chafing dish. And if you want to know anything about it, you can find all kinds of information online. It is a kind of portable grate raised on a tripod originally heated with charcoal in a brazier. What?
It's a hot bra.
It's in a hot bra? What? And used for foods that require gentle cooking away from the fierce heat of direct flame. So fondue, I have a little fondue set here. Here it is. Right here. Little plates, the little pokers, which I don't have anything tonight to use the pokers, but if you guys don't have one of these, it's actually really fun for parties or just with your family or friends. You can get them at thrift shops. Like, I'm a thrift maniac, and actually, I'll be honest with you guys, I got this. It was brand new for $5. It wasn't even half day. Half day, I could have got this for $2.50, but you can usually pick these up very cheap if you just get out and get around, or buy them new. They still sell them new in stores. Okay, let's fill this. Here's a recipe I've never made before. Let's have fun.
Melt the butter.
Okay, the first thing you need to do is melt the butter in a saucepan. Okay, so back in 1969, they did not have microwaves, I don't think, but we have them now, so we're going to use the microwave. We're going to put that in here, and then I'll have Andy melt that over in the microwave. On the butter sticks, which is nice, if you've never noticed, they show you exactly like how many tablespoons are across. And if you don't know like how many is 8 tablespoons, it does tell you right on here, 1/4 equals 1/4 pound equals a 1/2 cup. So kind of nice if you never noticed that. I have no idea when they started doing that. No clue. Forever. Seems, at least in my life. So Andy and I were both born in 1969. That is why I chose this cookbook as the year I would be cooking the entire cookbook from. So for those of you guys that don't know, why in the hell am I doing this? I've wanted to do this almost my whole life, cook an entire cookbook from beginning to end. So that's what I'm doing. We're on the appetizers. There's 3 more after this, and then we are still in appetizers, so we move to something different than the dips. And it's been fun. It's been a challenge. It's been some things just don't exist as certain types of containers to find things in. And it's, as much as I've cooked my entire life, mostly, I will admit, like healthier foods, Not that these can't be healthy, but all in moderation. It's been really fun to go in the store and find things or look for things or improvise if needed, to not only for me to make these recipes, but to show how would you improvise if needed, and to show that cooking really doesn't have to be that difficult. And like I said, you guys, go to thrift stores, find friends who maybe aren't using things anymore. It doesn't have to be fancy. It does not have to be fancy, but
They're fancy.
this one seems fancy to me. But
butter's melted.
Butter's melted. All right. Next is gradually stir in the cheese until the cheese is melted. Before I get to that, all right, so I bought Velveeta for the first time in my life. Anybody else? Anybody else ever never bought this? But maybe you will now because you're going to make this dip. I think it's because it melts good and it stays melted longer. I don't even know. But yeah, growing up, I know we had Velveeta as grilled cheese. Not like I've never eaten it, but I've just never bought it. So on this package, I could not find the sharp. Couldn't find it. Couldn't find it at the grocery store. This is a 16 ounce. So 8 ounces is an actual full measuring cup. But then as he and I were talking, this 8 ounce shredded cheese, okay, it's shredded. So it's not going to be compact in the measuring cup. So you're not going to use, right? Did I say that right?
Right, yeah.
You're not going to use this. This is 2 cups right here. But the recipe says 2 cups shredded of this. So we could shred it, but it's so gooey.
You'd have to freeze it or something.
I don't even know how the hell did you do that back then? Did it come shredded? Or how did you shred it? I need some help with that. So what we're doing tonight is I'm going to use half of this. So again, that's 8 ounces. I do want some sharp flavoring in there. So I'm going to try to add a little bit of that to it, and we'll see what happens. That makes sense, everybody?
Sure.
Okay. Just saying, sure.
Sure.
These also have these little marks on there to make it very easy to figure out where to cut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why that's further over?
Cut in the middle.
It's very gooey. Well, this sat out for a little bit. So gooey.
Squeeze it on your sandwich.
Now, should I cut this up to go in the microwave? Maybe. Let's just cut it up a little bit.
Leave it on the foil and cut it that way. It doesn't stick to your counter. Chopper down.
So we're just going to put these chunks right in this bowl. Go to the microwave.
Just like they wouldn't have done it.
Just like they would not have done back in the day. Yeah. All right, and then just a little of this because I really want the sharp. I was actually really disappointed that I couldn't find the Velveeta. It's probably just the one store.
It's only a 49-year recipe.
Only 49 years old. Just, I don't know, just a little bit of this. You guys do whatever is going to work for you. Okay, so that's going to go in the microwave. He's going to stir it a little bit.
Ow, that's my toe. I'll cook it and stir it.
I'll drink some of the margarita. So we made guacamole just for, and we're having margaritas. Continuing to have margaritas Saturday night.
Cut anything else? Make him do anything else?
Here's what happened. Could not find canned lobster. Nope, couldn't find it. Didn't exist. Everything under the sun did. Couldn't even find lobster in the store. It's just not the time of year. I'm in Wisconsin. I don't know. Couldn't find it anywhere. Went to the fish area. They had shrimp and all kinds of fish and all that in the deli. Went to the frozen section. None. So just none. There was like no choice of lobster for tonight. So we're going with the shrimp. I could find canned shrimp. Not even going to use the canned shrimp. I saw this and I thought this is just going to taste better maybe. But you guys use what you can find. If we really like this, and I think I'll make it again, when Lobster comes back around, which will probably be more like Christmas time, seems to be big. New Year's around here, people will make it more. Or maybe I just need to go to the store. I don't know. I will probably buy one like when it's on sale, and then just cut it up so I can use it in this recipe. I think shrimp is close enough. Yes.
About half, a little less than half the bag.
It's 12 ounces, and it needs, what did I say? 5 ounces. And actually, I could only find the shrimp there in 4-ounce form. I think a little less than half the bag. That's probably good. We need to cut it. Because you could leave it whole, but I think the smaller the pieces, the better. That way you're getting a little bit on every cracker or whatever you would serve with this. That's my other question: is what would most people serve as like a dipper with this? We got little bagel chips and these little rye crisps. So I'm not gonna need the pokers at all. But maybe like some cubes of bread would be good with it. So this is what I mean by the little pokers. I don't think we're gonna need that with this. Still gonna need to stay warm though, because it needs to stay runny. You do a lot of entertaining here, you would like to. Like I said, get one of these. Buy brand new, go to the thrift shop, get it brand new like I did. But they're a good little thing to have. Oh!
Melty.
Okay, so
That was about 2 minutes stirring along the way.
cheese butter mixture may appear separated at this point. Add the Tabasco. So I need to just
Drips of Tabasco. Right.
2 little drips of this. My hand got weird.
2 drips.
Just 2 drops. I love this stuff. I'm tempted to put like
Just 2 drops.
10 drops, but we'll just do 2. 1,
That's
3 or 4,
9.
5. This might have been 5.
9.
Stir. 1/3 cup dry white wine.
Slowly add.
So I just got this. It's semi-dry wine. It'll be good enough. Then after that, just drink the rest of the wine.
You keep stirring, and I'll start pouring.
Okay.
Slowly keep stirring.
So that's what it says. Like he's slowly pouring.
Maybe so you don't start a fire. Whoa.
Lady with a spoon. It's dangerous.
Cup looks dry.
It is amazing though how much the dry wine like actually adds. It adds flavor.
Put it in a
Here's the
locker bag. Zip locker.
all right. Then I'm gonna add the lobster, but I'm really adding shrimp. I'm just going on my foot. I think. There's no dog to come and eat it. You know, like when you have dogs and they just come and eat the stuff that fell on the floor. That's not gonna happen right now. you really gotta watch out, you guys. Like, I'm actually a dog fan, a dog lover. I've had many over the years, and you don't want to just let them eat anything that falls to the floor. So I said that jokingly, but you really gotta watch that. There are some things that are not good for them. Okay, so because this doesn't have heat under it, I probably want to, as quickly as I can, get some kind of heat under it. And this has a little, I just put like a little tea light in here.
Tea light. I got a lighter.
Thought you wanted to be in the show and you ran away. Oh, you got a lighter? Okay.
We'll put it in there. Teamwork.
Teamwork. You guys, seriously, if you have anybody that can help you, it doesn't matter. Just
Neighbor.
kids. If you, I'm
Neighbor.
going to be a huge fan of getting the kids in the kitchen every episode. Almost every episode.
Drunken uncle, whoever you get.
Saturday night, it's a little different, but get them in there. They want to help. They want to help do things, and they learn. They will know how to cook when they're older. So for some reason, this can be like a little lower and a little higher. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but I'm gonna stick it under there. I don't know if that's gonna really heat this whole thing, but you can buy little candle flame things that make it a little hotter.
Oh, geez.
Then you just transfer. I don't know if you have a spatula.
Do I?
Do you?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Oh, look at that. I got two of them. Oh, just one.
Spatula is the way to go, so you don't waste. Part of
And the spatula magically appears.
spatula magically appears. I don't like wasting. I'm not a waster.
You like being wasted.
That's separate from
Oh, that's different.
show.
Sorry.
I don't really like to be wasted, by the way.
You do.
Not really.
Just usually.
I have a very sarcastic boyfriend. So, you guys, get a little spatula because it's amazing how much you can scrape off of your bowl to get into the other bowl. Don't want to waste anything. I would say good knives and spatula. There's just certain things that like really make a difference in the kitchen. I don't know if I can like show you guys this with the candle. That's as good as I can get. It's in there. It actually looks really cute. Now this set that I got came with these little plates. I think if you were serving this, you might have plates. I would have whatever you guys have as suggestions to what else could you dip this in. Things magically appear. That's it. That's like the whole thing right there. We've got these. Another one that I can try right now. The little rye crisp. None of these will be requiring the pokers, but I'm just thinking like a thick, like a whole chunk of bread and then, or garlic bread maybe would be good. And you cut it small and you could have that in a bowl and people would use that for their pokers. Scissors or teeth. Scissors or teeth.
Be professional.
Are we professional right now?
Oh, I thought we were sharing, but whatever.
We're just having our own plates. Like, because we're at a party. We're at a party right now. Okay, let's try it.
Bully.
Boy.
Stay out of the picture.
You're in the picture.
Tastes like a cheesy dip.
It's not very warm.
No, not anymore.
I think it needs more wine.
I think you had plenty.
Hmm?
You need more wine?
I think the dip needs more wine. I turned my chips so I'm not double dipping.
Dip of wine?
It should be more
Shrimp and
warm.
dip. Yeah, if it's warm, it would be.
It should be more warmed up. Not bad, you guys. Not bad. Just
Very simple.
It's very simple. It needs to be a little bit more warmed up. It'd be nice if it was a little more sharp. So if you can find like the sharp, I think that would be huge on this recipe.
Huge.
Huge. No, I mean I'm saying that. But like I think it really would make a huge difference.
Right, it would have more. Just very simple.
Here's what you're gonna do when you
Well, that's just gonna cool off.
kind of cool it off, but it needs more of that sharp.
Just drink it. Oh, want a spoon?
I just improvise. Anyway, you guys, let me know if you make it. What do you think? What do you think of this? Freaking Velveeta. I'm sorry. I have kind of picked on Velveeta my whole life. I have. It's just like, oh, hi, Lisa. There's someone watching it.
Oh boy.
Hello. We are not used to people watching, so we don't even like pay attention. But hello. So Lisa, welcome to the show. My name is Michelle Redman, and I am a mom. I am 49. No, I'm not even 49. Why do I say that? I was born in 1969. I've always wanted to cook like the entire, like forever, like as long as I've ever remembered. A cookbook, like a Betty Crocker cookbook. So what better than the 1969 cookbook? Here it is. This is the first time my boyfriend's ever been in any of the videos, but here's what I'm doing. I am literally, there's, how many times can I say literally?
3.
Did I say it 3 already? I think I did. I'll just
Please
say it one more time.
sure.
Literally, cooking this whole cookbook from beginning to end. I can't go out of order. Oh, you have it. Okay, so here's what's happening. Every video, I'm doing each video. There's totally different, totally different. These recipes are. Wait, you have the Betty Crocker, and they're different recipes. Does it look like this? Does the front look like this? Make sure it says 1969 because I have the 1979 cookbook
As well.
But I'm doing this one because I was born in 1969 and I came from a family, there was a lot of cooks in the house, and I don't know if they used the cookbooks. I don't know. I just know stuff was flying around everywhere, and it was huge inspiration. And then myself, and I have kids, and now they're older now, and I had them come in the kitchen for various reasons. But yeah, if you, like, you're totally new. I don't even think I know you. I don't think we know each other. That's what's great. But that is what I'm doing. The Badger game is on. And are you from Wisconsin, Lisa? Is that what you're missing, Andy? The Badger game?
It was tied at halftime.
Yeah. All right, then you are. Well, you don't have to be. You don't have to be from Wisconsin. You can be watching it. But yeah, he's like, oh, I want to go watch that Badger game now. I go in spurts with watching the games. I know I'm a fair weather fan. But anyway, I am cooking this entire cookbook. I've done a lot of cooking in my life. But there's a lot of what I have not cooked because up until the guacamole, that was really the first one I related with as something I've cooked. So I've done a lot of healthy cooking. This is totally taking me out of my box, but it's just like a bucket list thing to do. So I am doing it, and it could take me the rest of my life. I'm chucking away or plugging away and trying to do at least 3 every week. At least 3. The pancake recipe in your book. When am I going to get to that? What is that even under? I'm scared to know. Look at this thing. Cookbooks don't look that big until you start cooking the whole cookbook. There's not a breakfast section. I think it's under breads, right? The pancakes is under breads. I am so nervous to do breads because although I've eaten a lot of bread, I've not cooked a lot of bread. I don't like measuring. That is something that if you watch any of my up until this point videos, you can see that I feel weird like taking a measuring cup. So that's interesting. But anyway, yeah, we'll try to give like it's mostly going to be me doing these by myself. I was just lucky that my boyfriend got to help me tonight. It says new and revised. Oh, new and revised 1969. There's a new and revised 1969. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. It totally doesn't stink. In fact, when my daughter now she's oh my god, she'll be 21 this winter. But when she was like in high school, 17 or 18, she asked for a cookbook, like one that you could cook all kinds of stuff, variety. And to me, it's always Betty Crocker. You know, you got all your basics in there. And so I got her a new and revised. Yeah, it was not the 1969, but maybe there is a revise of the 1969. I don't know, but I am using this original 1969 cookbook and using the things that they say in there. I'll always let you guys know ahead. If you don't have it, I got mine online on eBay. It was $10. That was with shipping included. Because somehow our family one disappeared, and I don't know for sure where it is.
Yeah,
Favorite pancakes in this. When I'll get to that, it's on page 57. What page am I on? What page am I on? I'm scared to see 14.
Here we are. 14.
I'm on page
correct.
14. I'm in the appetizers, so
Ways to go.
appetizers is section 5.
Pigs in a blanket. Woodman special. Orange butter.
Oh, pancakes for yours is wait. Pancake.
Section. Ours is under breads.
My pancake in this book would be under bread. It's going to be a while. Actually, it's after appetizers, though.
Yeah, section 2. Well, it's B for
section
breads.
2. Section 2. So thank you, Lisa, for being on. I'm not used to too many people seeing this is very new. This is like a whole new like show series. I don't know what to call it. I was amazed that I could even figure out how to like make a YouTube channel. And I did it. And then I thought I need to have everything perfect. And I'm like, screw that. I'll never do it if that's the case. So oh, one night. Okay. So that's totally different. Well, if you want to just go to a Goodwill or rummage sale or order online, you can get this original book and follow along. All the recipes, I don't know what's going to happen. I dropped an avocado across the floor last one because they're all going to be live. Like 90% of these are going to be live. Whatever happens, happens. I can't guarantee they're going to be short, but whatever. I want it to be where you guys can follow along. So have your stuff out. If you know you're going to do it, have your stuff out. And then we go from there. So it does take a while to chop up an onion. It does take a while to, I don't know, eat your chips. Eat the entire bowl of whatever you made. Point is, I don't want it to be where everything's so ready, but at the same time, when I get to like oven made things, I can't have people sitting for 40 minutes. I just don't think it'd be good to have people sitting for 40 minutes. Ninth edition. So I'm gonna have to see what happens when I get to baking things. Mine is okay. So this is. Hold on here a second. I think this is the first edition. Oh, here we go. First printing 1969. I don't know if you can see it. It's actually the original copyright 1969, first printing 1969. That is interesting. There's different versions of the 1969.
Ooh. Really?
No, I'd like to have a boyfriend in these videos more often because I think he adds some craziness to it, but that won't be possible. So I did not know that. So as much as I thought I knew anything about Betty Crocker, which I hate to burst someone's bubble, there's no Betty Crocker.
What?
There is no real Betty Crocker.
Shut your mouth!
She doesn't exist. It's like a
Come on, you're gonna
it's
see
like
Santa Claus isn't a real name.
Well, it's just not. We don't want to ruin
What about the
things
Easter
for
Bunny?
everybody. So there is not a real Betty Crocker. I read the whole background of Betty Crocker. I grew up having the ladies around me, ladies, they were the ones in my life that were the ones cooking, but and cookbooks and most of it, I'm sure they did a bunch of it, especially my grandma, and basically it was like, oh, Betty Crocker. Like, who didn't hear about Betty Crocker? I thought my whole entire life there was a real lady that existed. Like, her name was Betty Crocker, and no. She was, just look into it. There's a book on it, and you can find out, but it made me sad. I think I cried a little.
I was crying earlier.
We were crying earlier because we were doing the guacamole with onions, but anyway, yeah, there's not, but it's still fascinating. It's a fascinating story. If you've never heard it, like, go back and like research like Betty Crocker from the beginning, why it started, how people responded. Like, it helps so many people to know how to cook, and that's what I'm trying to do. There's lots of reasons. Number one, the reason is I always wanted to do this. Number two, I thought, really a simpler time. It doesn't matter what time it is. It's just good, like food. Like, okay, Velveeta's not a great example. Velveeta is not
the best.
Super healthy, but all in moderation. Of course, my motto. But anyway, you guys, all right. So I appreciate Lisa. Thank you for
live long and prosper.
Thank you for coming on, and I hope to see you on more episodes.
If donuts in your
I will let you know. So you probably won't catch me live. You got to subscribe and then get the notifications. Like, if you get a notification, like with a little bell, I think it's how it works. Then you'll know that I'm going live. But these are all saved, so anybody can go back. But if you don't have the book, like I said, it's very cheap to just buy it online. I got mine for $10 with free shipping. That was on eBay. Or there are donuts. Yes, there are donuts. There are donuts. And here's what's really kind of funny, like not funny about all this. I am a health and wellness expert who has
donuts.
Eaten pretty healthy. I believe in all moderation and done tons of cooking. I have not cooked donuts. I have not done a lot of these things, and I will be eating all this. Donuts. So it's just very out of my box in a sense, like, but whatever. Did that even all make sense? Does that even make sense? Donuts, like all the good stuff. Like, I'm gonna make my own.
Good.
Oh, the donuts. Okay. I don't know if yours has donuts. It probably does, but I'm so scared to do the donuts and the breads and everything where I have to measure, because I just throw stuff. Like, I just throw it all in there and I mix it up, and it usually turns out and estimating, which yours do. Okay, so all right, donuts. It will be under the breads, right?
Yep. It's in there after pancakes and waffles.
Well, we'll get to that. I know. So I'm learning, like, as you guys, like, if you tune in and watch this, because I'm not practicing it ahead. This is just all on the fly. Is that the way to? I'm not doing, like, even today I was like, okay, this dip I've never done. Oh my god.
Your opening line, but
I try to practice. The name of the show is
some deep breaths.
What is the name?
Off Your Rocker.
Off Your Rocker, Cooking with Betty Crocker, as me as your host, and I just can't remember that. It saved my life.
You have to write it.
Put it
down there.
Okay, so we will go tonight. I look forward. Thank you again, Lisa, for tuning in. I see someone else is in watching, and anybody who watches after, if you subscribe, share. This is as fancy as this is gonna get. I'm hoping people join in, like, learn a little about, like, a simpler time. usually, if you go back on some of my videos, this is the first time I wear like something vintage. Like I'm wearing at least the top. Once I realized you can't see like to my feet, I stopped worrying about like what shoes I was wearing, but wearing aprons from the 69 through the 70s, like wear stuff, like have fun, like have a 70s party. Why not?
Right.
So yeah, I actually am not dressed up tonight. I even got some like wigs. I got some Farrah Fawcett and Charlie's Angel, like brunette, like feathered. Do you guys remember the whole feathered hairstyles? Like have fun.
I didn't have that.
He didn't have a hairstyle. I remember kind of having a hairstyle.
Charlie's Angels. What was that?
But any like clothes you
Band.
guys want to wear? Well, that was a show. That was a show. So, all right, you guys have a good night. Hope to see you soon, and thank you for tuning in. Bye bye.
Later.
It's hard to end it.
It is.
Where's the
so
button?
Sad.
It's where's the button?
ending. Is it not ending yet? You gotta hit
I didn't
the
even
end.
end it yet.
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
else to say?
Oh,
No.
that's it. End it already.
3 more dips, you guys. 3
End
more
it.
dips.
End it.
Right?
Oops. I don't know.
3 more dips after this. We'll see you then. Bye.